In this video, I'll be covering the latest updates from the developers of Sea Power Naval Combat and the Missile Age from their latest gameplay dev update live stream on June 25th, 2024. If you're like me and have been anxiously awaiting any news on this game, then you're in luck. They gave a ton of information about the game and showed some great gameplay. Let's jump right in and get started. Sea Power Naval Combat and the Missile Age is an upcoming game that is a spiritual successor to Cold Waters. In this game, you do not just command a sub, you command an entire fleet. The video you see here is from their live stream where they were trying to demo the game and stream live at the same time, so the quality is not representative of actual gameplay. The playable navies in the game will include, but are not limited to, the following: the United States, Soviet Union, Iran, Israel, India, Pakistan, Egypt, Syria, Norway, and East Germany. It is interesting to note that the playable areas will include the entire map. Every sea and ocean will be playable, which makes this game massive in scale. There is already a mission editor, and players will be able to use it to make and share their own custom missions. There will not be any multiplayer gameplay in the game. This includes PvP and co-op multiplayer modes. The developers would not completely rule it out, but for now there are no plans to include it. Civilian traffic will have very realistic routes. In fact, they will leave port, travel, and go from port to port just like in reality. They will not just spawn in during a campaign. Let's move on to discussing gameplay. They answered a ton of questions about gameplay and what is or will not be included in the game at release time. They demonstrated some auxiliary ship models and warship models which had some amazing details. Everything from supercarriers to small attack boats were shown. This shows the level of detail fleet composition can have in the game, allowing for a large number of scenarios that can be played. Mines will have a role to play in some missions, but they are still being worked on. They demonstrated using a helicopter with dipping sonar. All you have to do is assign the helicopter a spot on the map to search for subs and assign it the correct altitude. The helicopter automatically deploys the dipping sonar. This was to keep you from having to micromanage actions for all of your units. There will be a lot of units that you are responsible for in the missions, and having to do actions like deploying dipping sonar will become boring and repetitive quickly. Torpedoes can be fired in a spread pattern, but now it is very basic. So far you can't control the depth of the torpedoes, but that is in the works. You will be able to ripple fire multiple types of weapons at a single target. This means that you will be able to fire multiple weapons at the same target to ensure its destruction. Weather is included and will affect different aspects of the game, including radar, sonar, and other sensors. Firing the ship's weapons is a simple matter of selecting the ship you want to fire from, selecting the weapon, then selecting the enemy ship. Damage control is included. Ships are divided into 5 damage control sections where damage control teams can be deployed to combat fire and or flooding. Damage control can be automated. Carrier flight operations are also modeled. You can queue up aircraft for launches. You can assign carrier planes different loadouts, including attack long range, attack, strike long range, strike, heavy strike, precision strike, patrol, close air combat, and more. After a group of planes launches from a carrier, they enter into formation. Seeing this gameplay has really got me excited to get my hands on this game. The opportunity to play out modern naval tactics anywhere in the world is very thrilling. For example, a huge part of modern naval warfare tactics is interacting with land-based assets and defenses like attacking enemy bases or defending a strategic ally base. I love how this aspect of naval warfare is included in the game. This is something we've been missing in games since Jane's Fleet Command. It will be interesting to see how other modern naval tactical concerns affect missions. For example, missiles warfare, submarine warfare, and littoral combat. I was happy to see different loadouts or mission directives assignable to aircraft, like using aircraft for scouting is a possibility in this game. Even with satellite, surface radar, and sonar, there still has to be scouting aircraft to be effective in any naval confrontation. One thing that was not obvious to me was if there is or will be an ability to organize your surface fleet into formations. It appears that, at least for now, you have to individually maneuver ships into a formation and move them individually in that formation. This makes keeping formations like a carrier battle group organized difficult. Ideally, I would like to see screening destroyers around a supercarrier and be able to move the group as a whole while navigating to theater. That being said, the game is still under heavy development and might be something we see before release. In quick summary, the game so far looks amazing and is everything this armchair admiral has been looking for in a naval combat simulation. I look forward to more updates soon from the devs, and hope to see a playable beta soon. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for more updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.